How's everybody doing? I am Addison Criswell, the creator of this channel, Alabama real estate broker and home builder as of this year. Very excited to be, back with you. It's been about a month since I've been able to go live during my market review. I review the market every day for all inventory opportunities, from affordable on up to luxury. We check it every day. I just spotted a really good foreclosure on 69 South. The auction doesn't end for about 5 more days, so we'll wait until the end of the auction to place our bids. That's what we always do. But before I get too deep into the conversation, bear with me just 1 minute. I always like to share my feed on social media. We have so many followers on our social media. I like to give them a chance to tune in, when I'm live and doing my broadcast. And, I just spit my 2 cents. It's just my 2 cents, about the market and things like that. And it's very helpful for buyers sometimes. Hello, let me know who you are in the comments. Hit that subscribe button for me. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Bear with me just 1 second. I'm going to share the live feed on our social media. And, what's everybody listening to today? I've got Back When in Every Street If I Go. YouTube channel. That's what I'm rocking to now. I'm about to listen to Rick Ross, Foreclosed. We're looking at foreclosures today. Hello. Let me know who you are in the comments. Hit that subscribe button for me. What's new on the real estate market today, Addison? Ever seen a rich nigga go broke? They put names on the nigga things. Publicize your demise by all means. The family fortune is forever. Hello, everybody. Hit that subscribe button for me. Bear with me 1 second. I was just sharing the feed on our social media. We have so many followers on our social media. It's like 15,000 people. So, I always like to go live or share it on there when I'm live so people can hear my 2 cents. Tune in now to find out. There we go. Yeah, yo. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Lek 2. Where are you from? Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I'm in rural West Alabama. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. Retail. Well, where we going here? What happened? Camera out. You gotta be kidding me. Can you see me? Seems to be still live, but my camera is messed up. Hello. There we go. Okay, let me turn the radio down here. All right, so as you see in my title for this video, Hillhouse Condos, There's a 2-bedroom. Hello, Dr. Octopus. Are you retired? No, I'm from India and I want to come there for a job. Yeah, I know plenty of guys from India that work just right up the road here. Sure do. Hello, everybody. Hit that subscribe button for me. I really appreciate you tuning in. This is a Alabama real estate market channel. We have a big feed. That we're a big expansion that we're doing. Very proud of it. We want to help everybody in Alabama, or you can buy property in Alabama regardless of where you are. Alabama famous for wrong reasons. That's the epitome of my life and my story. That's right. Alabama full-time real estate broker and home builder. So, like I said, in the video title, I was talking about Hillhouse condos. I noticed that there was 1 or 2 units left, and it was like 1.75 million. Well, today there's a new one and new price on the same unit, and it's only 1.5. So they reduced that price about $250,000 on a developer unit, which means a condo that has not sold. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm a developer as well. I've been building homes for families since 2019 and furnishing, college market properties here in Tuscaloosa since 2012 and before. I wonder if they made any money on that project. I know the ownership now has the HOA for there, which is a monthly payment, that comes in for management. And then they've also got the club as well. So there's a lot of revenue there. And for management companies, they love revenue. Anything that's going to be people paying in every month. So that could have offset the big ambitious, return on investment that they probably got with Hillhouse, because that was a 3 or 4 year pre-sale time. It took 3 or 4 years just to get to the pre-sale numbers. And then they also had to slash the total amount of units from like 35 to 18 or whatever it is. And that's nearly half. So that would have been the profit for the project, with the 33 units. And so I'm just curious, did they make any money, or they just off trading it? The developer of that project, he definitely likes having the revenue, and so he already has a big management company. And so the revenue from the HOA management, managing the club as well, that's something that, they would have been interested in as well, and maybe not make as much money. But just curious to, see if, I wonder if they made any money on that one. I'll never know. The project turned out great. The condos look fabulous. It's crazy, like those, that Venezuela earthquake, my gosh, if you were on the ground floor or something like that happened here, it would just be devastating. And, it's a ground floor unit, and, we just have to talk. You can talk about things, as, to look after people and care about them and stuff like that. It's just it's crazy. But, did they make any money now that they're reducing the price, almost $200,000 on one of the remaining units? And like I said, it's a ground floor unit, so all the other units are stacked right on top of you there. It's just kind of interesting. I don't know if they made any money or not, but I will speak to the excellence of the building itself. It looks amazing. The captain's cabin, the boat docks, the club's getting upgraded. They've swapped the name, but that's about it. They haven't really accomplished anything else except the captain's cabin and the condos. But those look really good. People can pull right up and fill up, their gas tank for their boat, stuff like that. And it looks really good. You can get out there in the lake and frolic around and stuff like that. Or dine lakeside. That's really, really neat as well. So interesting property. It looks fabulous. I haven't furnished one of those. I hadn't had the opportunity to furnish one of them. They had their own sales team. I think it was John Randall, Wes York, Donna Petty, and maybe Alice Maxwell, something like that. But yeah, if there's a fifth one, I don't know who he is. But yeah, that's they had their own sales team. I didn't have an opportunity to furnish one of those, and save one of those buyers, $10,000 or more through my representation, brand new Ashley furniture, chime mattresses. It can really be a huge savings, and I understand it's on the new website. We understand people got money, they don't care. Hey, look, I would prefer to pay $10,000 more to furnish my condo. That's fine with us. We understand that. But there's a lot of people that realize real estate is so expensive. Agents can offer more, and with us, you can expect more for your buying and selling power. I call it the best kept secret in Tuscaloosa. I really haven't had a chance to, be recognized for the service I'm trying to create. But now the brokerage is fully open, the service is fully combined, and I think more people are starting to see the value and the potential growth, for what I'm offering. And I guess we've been here since 2012, and God knows it's about time. It's about time. But we truly want to save people money, offer them something better than even the top tier is offering, and that's what I've always tried to aim for. So yeah, Hillhouse condos, they've got one available. It's got a new price on it. Go check them out. I'd love to live there. That would be great for a second home. I think they are kind of like the first vacation condos in this area, waterfront for sure at the lake there. But yeah, okay, so moving on. I was in Marion County reviewing today, and Marion County, don't forget, has that Bear Creek opportunity. There was a huge listing, like on an island, lakefront, private island. It was about, 75 acres or so, private island on the lake. This is rural Marion County. Would be an awesome alternative to Lake Tuscaloosa or Smith Lake, kind of between the two, in a very private, rural setting, beautiful lake. That I remember that development opportunity. If we get a chance to acquire it, I definitely will. But yeah, I was just reviewing there for Marion County, the new listings for today. Didn't see a whole lot that was interesting. There was one large house around 100,000 that Mike could do the 1% investor approach. There was a really nice primary home in the city of Hamilton for $900,000. It was 6,000 square feet though. That's a big ass house, especially for Hamilton City. It had 6 acres as well in Hamilton, but the exterior really is not that great. The landscaping and all looked really good. But that was it for Marion County. Let's jump over to Pickens County, and I'm on the RPR right now, not on the local MLS. There's so many more listings available to sales agents than just what's in your MLS. I really wish we didn't have so many separate offices, because you have to pay to join each one, and it really prices out the big bulk of agents, that are just trying to make a living and not trying to get ahead. That's a big difference there, and they can have a better income. And of course, I'm always trying to get ahead. I've got these big ideas and big business. I've just seen well-oiled machines, and everybody deserves. That's something I wanted to share as well. My competitors in the real estate business, they often have these huge rosters of agents, and there is absolutely a top. There's a top tier. Everybody in the roster acknowledges who the lead agent is. And those things I really don't understand. As long as you're acknowledging there's someone else is the lead agent and taking the lesser opportunity that you have at that company, there's nothing wrong with expecting you to be the lead agent. Regardless of your experience, regardless of the time you've been working, that structure is more of a power structure than a reality. I've seen brand new agents bust right out of the gate and be given more business than they could have expected to begin with, and it really changed their lives. So it's all I just don't understand that. I've always been on my own here since I left a management job. Hello, everybody. Hit that subscribe button for me. This is an Alabama real estate market update channel. And I review Alabama real estate every day, and I love to broadcast it while I'm doing it. Hit that subscribe button for me. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, I would just encourage you. You do that 1 year with a company, get your broker license, and then you can keep your own company and develop something, and then maybe, who knows what would happen in the future for you. So hit that subscribe button for me, guys. I really need to get those subs up. Okay, so I don't see anything in Pickens County. Here's one in Hale County. No. And investors, if you're looking for a cheap investment, I did see a residential lot in rural West Alabama where mobile homes are approved. If you bought that $7,000 lot and then maybe a $30,000 mobile home or less, if it's used or something like that, that'd be an opportunity to set up a rentable asset for very little money. Hopefully you could cover it in cash and wouldn't need a loan at all. And those types of lanes do exist for beginner investors or any investor that's just looking to, because a lot of times the location is going to dictate what type of real estate you can put there. A mobile home on this particular lot is probably all that you could really do. So, you play the cards that are dealt. The opportunity, is the location. So again, whether it's a tenured investor or somebody that's a beginner and needs a lower risk, less cash up front type of investment to start collecting rent and create your own real estate company, like you have every right to do, and I think everybody deserves. Everybody should own some real estate, and if you don't, you need to call me, the full-time broker, to find out what lane is going to help you with that. It's just common sense, I'm telling you. And people sleep on Alabama prices. Alabama pricing for homes is really good. Insurance, rents, all that type of stuff. Hello, hit that subscribe button for me. Okay, let's jump to the MLS real quick. And we'll see what's in the system for today. There's 18 new listings, 5 back on market. Let's see here. Okay, first up we've got some land. Killick Place, Tuscaloosa City North. Oh yeah, that's in a subdivision. It's in a subdivision. Nice, large, almost 1 acre residential lot in Harbor Ridge. That's a really good one. I wonder what the elevation changes are. Yeah, it looks like it's got some elevation change. It's very close to the lake though. It's almost directly on the lake there. But yeah, 89, so $90,000 for almost an acre in Harbor Ridge, Tuscaloosa City North. If you want to build a nice home near the lake, near the club, all that good stuff, this would be an opportunity. It's not directly on the lake, but it is in a Lake Tuscaloosa subdivision. Okay, moving on. This is a primary home opportunity. Chelsea Jones at Hamner, $290,000. Late 80s, so it's not a mid-century home. 1987, year built. You don't need lead-based paint disclosure. Norwood Lane subdivision. I'm not familiar with that. Okay, next up, Tuscaloosa City North again. Hunter Spittle, Hamner Real Estate. This is Towns of North River, Courtney Avenue. It's a smaller home for the towns, under 2,100 square feet, but it's only 545,000, the same as those townhomes. There's brand new townhomes, new construction townhomes at the entrance of this subdivision that are around that same price. Okay, let's see. We've got a rural river home. This is in Greene County, Cypress Cove subdivision, Forkland, Alabama, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,800 square feet, so it's bigger, and it's also built up out of the floodplain. Patrick Agee, my friend, used to work at the same office as me, has got it listed, PGA Realty, LLC, and they're asking just under $480 for that. So it's a river home, bigger floor plan, very good looking home. And like I said, it's built up out of the floodplain. The portion of the river there in front of this home looks really good. It's not dirty brown water. It's really good looking like river water right there. That's a good waterfront home under $500,000. Okay, back in Tuscaloosa, 69 South, Plantation Drive, just right here, 265. It's built in 1989, so it's the late 80s again. You don't see a whole lot of 1980s year-built homes. I don't know why, but you don't see a lot of them. Another one with Hamner over at Lenora McKinney, 264. But it's an opportunity for a little bit bigger square footage, almost 1,900. All right, Alice Maxwell, Keller Williams franchise branch here in Tuscaloosa. She's the owner of that company. Arcadia, Tuscaloosa City East, just up University Boulevard. This one is almost a full acre parcel. It was built in 1952, so it is old, mid-century. 1952 does need lead-based paint disclosure, but a lot of these homes are so close to campus, they've been really well taken care of. 319.9, you know, it kind of shows that's a mid-century home, and it's still asking $320,000. Okay, next up, Alice Maxwell again, Keller Williams owner. She's got a rural listing in Fayette County, not Fayette City. Halton Acres, I'm not real familiar with that. 1974 year built, so it's still mid-century, still need lead-based paint disclosure. This one's larger, 2121 square feet, 4-bed, 3 full bath, under $83 per square foot. So you have a rural opportunity here. Payment is $175. That is so low. Your payment would be literally nothing, like $1,300. If it's a husband and a wife splitting the $1,300 a month, that'd be even less. You know, like $650 each. And let's see. Actually, I take that back. She's got cash and conventional only, so that means the home is not in great shape. Probably needs some repairs, but it is a low payment. Low payment. Okay, next up, these are the townhomes I was talking about in front of the towns of North River, Tuscaloosa City North. Trisha Gray, she's got it listed. Keller Williams franchise branch owner as well. 2,700 square foot. So those are big. They're not tiny. For $580, like I said, and they're brand new, built in 2025 last year. 4-bed, 3 full bath, 1 half bath. Okay, Berry, Alabama, Tuscaloosa County, the Gates of Northside, another new construction. If you're looking to buy a home, you can find new construction in our area. And again, I'm a licensed Alabama home builder. So you can hire me to build whatever you want, put the money into it, build it, rent it, sell it. That's the plan. That's how it goes. Regardless if it's 1 year or 5 years, doesn't matter. You know, that's the plan. You got to get into it. Madeline Sanford, Keller Williams franchise branch. She's got this one listed. It's a 1 acre home, over 1,900 square foot. So that's an ample size. White Oak Loop, the Gates of Northside. Listing agent is related to the seller, so that must be a family member that's the builder. $439,900. $439,900, and you would get a $4,000 gift of furniture from me if you purchase that home and let me represent you in the deal, get the best price, get the best seller page, represent you through the inspection process, appraisal, questions, lending, all that type of stuff. Plus, you get the gift of furniture with me because I have both companies. Okay, this one's Harbor Avenue, Yacht Club Bay. The subdivision is still called Yacht Club, even though the club itself has changed to the Westerfield Club. The Yacht Club sign is still up at the front. $625,000. It was built in 1992. Over almost 3,700 square foot. So that's a much bigger home. 3,700 square foot. You would want to consider your heating and cooling, carry cost on a property like that. Jeremy Dobbs, Realty One Group Legends, got it listed. Okay, next up, Finley Street, Northport. This is super affordable for Northport City. It's a little bit smaller, 1,280 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. Jody Falls over at Hamner Real Estate. She's got it listed, $222,900. To be in Northport City, have a newer home with that low of a payment, that house will sell right away. Okay, going to the Tuscaloosa County, Buell area, unincorporated Buell, George Harton Road, Quail Point subdivision. This one was built in 2007, so that's nothing for a home. It's a turn-of-the-century home. 1,126 square foot. It's a smaller house, but it still has the 2-car garage. Jody Falls again. She has 2 back-to-back there. $214,900. So if you just go outside of Northport City there, just a piece, you can really get a nice large home with the 2-car garage. Okay, here's one in Hoover City. And this agent is one of the agents I was, overall describing because I've seen some of the sales that she's been able to make. Abby Pate, Keller Williams Hoover franchise location. She's had some big multi-billion-dollar properties close, and she's only, been an agent for just a few years. So you do not have to think that, that's going to be the only way that it works is if you work under these lead agents. You deserve to be the lead agent yourself, but the conditions have to be right. As long as you're acknowledging the system as one way, you're just it's going to stay the same. When things change, that only means that they're not the same anymore. Okay, so Hoover, under 460. This is a good one. My sister, she just sold her home, and those homes are over $1 million now. 3,381 square foot. That's a large amount of square feet for Hoover City. Cypress Cove Circle, and like I said, $459,900 asking price. All right, Phil Duke Jr., eXp Realty franchise there, Central Alabama. It's got a listing in Montgomery, commercial retail. It's only $35,000 as well. Forest Avenue, commercial listing. It's got 10 photos. Let's take a look here. There's no roof on it. It's full of junk. Let's see. There is an electrical panel with updated wiring. Not sure if the wiring needs to be replaced, but there is a box. And it does have the electricity meter still there. The vegetation outside is overtaking the exterior. Interesting. A little small, $35,000 in Montgomery. Good luck. If anybody can sell it, Phil can. Okay, we got a few more here. Chris Miller, eXp Realty franchise there, Central Alabama. Northwood Lake, right in the middle of town. Over 1,900 square feet. It is a mid-century home, so it needs lead-based paint disclosure form, built in 1964, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-story, 320,000. All right, Donna Petty, Hamner Real Estate. She's got a condo listing at Summit on 7th. I've sold several in this one before. They were built in 2019. I saw one that was brand new. 2-bed, 2-bath. And they're asking $414,900. If I'm not mistaken, that's exactly how much I sold my last one for. Condo downtown, built in 2019, asking $415,000. Okay, still in Northport City, primary home, built in 1978. So it does not need lead-based paint disclosure form unless that year built date is incorrect. 2,300 square feet, third of an acre, 4-bed, 3 full bath. Biscayne Hills subdivision. Holly Wilson over at Hamner Real Estate. They have Hamner Real Estate has had the majority for today. And this one is only $299, so it's actually under $300,000 to be in Northport City with 2,300 square foot. This one could use a few updates and really increase the value there, being in Northport City, like that tight in the metro area. Okay, last one for today. Jaquel Robinson, JR Real Estate and Company. He's got a listing in Tuscaloosa City, Green Grove subdivision. It's a mid-century home as well, 1965. Almost 2,000 square feet, so it's a bigger home with the 2-car garage and the garage door. It's a split-level home, 3-bed, 2-bath, almost a half acre. And Green Grove Drive northeast. It's going to be over in the Holt area. And I don't know if it's Tuscaloosa City or not. That might be in the county. Let's check out the backup markets real quick, since we're still rolling here. Okay, I see a condo. Crest Lofts had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. It was pending. Now it's back active. So that seller may be a little bit more eager to get it done. 539 is downtown. Cottondale. Home was pending for $179,900. It's 1,500 square foot. It is back available. Here's one in Sandy Ridge, new construction. This is just down Highway 69 South here. Cookie, Rayford, Lennar Coastal Realty. So that's the builder's agent. They hire people with licenses to do their own sales on site there. Caffey Place. It's another new construction. This is DHR though. DHI, Realty of Alabama. Caffey Place in Vance. It's back available. It's only 1,600 square feet for $300,000 though. And then, 276.4. And then Tamisha Abrams, Lennar again. They had a new one on the directly on the old Greensboro Road, Kings Cove. Okay, really good looking house. No granite. Let's see, do they have any tile? Is there any tile? No. No, I don't see any tile. That's crazy. A lot of these affordable priced or just lower priced new construction homes, even though it's a bigger home, it's almost 2,200 square foot. Master on main level. Appliances included. Plenty of countertops, not granite countertop. Master suite, Oasis, master bedroom, huge walk-in closet, flex room. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. A lot of these builders. I noticed another builder that took all the tile out of the property they were building. That one, they're asking $294, and it was only 1,800 square foot. So this one's 400 square foot bigger, still without any tile. But it was pending. Now it's back active. You may can get a better deal. You know, when sellers lose their buyer, they're interested, far more interested in that. Okay, let's see. Lucky Lane. Okay, yeah, that's it for today. As always, there we go. I am live at the furniture store. And as you can see, got all my floor plans and stuff here. I'm building several properties. And as always, I've got plenty of furniture and mattress. So come see us.